This year's Holstein Association USA Elite Breeder is known widely as a humble, friendly man full of integrity and passion for the registered Holstein cow. He is a tireless promoter of long-lasting, high-producing cows, and results of his breeding program are known around the globe. Tonight, we are thrilled to honor Robert Miller of Millermore Holsteins in Orangeville, Illinois, as our 2013 Elite Breeder. A native of Quebec, Bob honed his eye for good cattle as a young man by participating in dairy judging, winning both national and provincial judging contests in 1951. 4 years later, Bob and his wife Kay moved to the United States, where he began working at Raven Glen Registered Holstein Farm in Illinois. Bob and Kay established Millermore Farm in 1962 in Dundee, Illinois, located northwest of Chicago. Bob has worn many hats in his life, and he has always worked to improve the quality of everything he is involved with. He was a pioneer in non-surgical embryo transfer, founding MOM OVA Embryo Transfer in 1975 along with his partners, Drs. Ostrander and Maurer. Deciding that surgical embryo recovery was neither safe nor practical to perform on valuable cattle, Bob developed a homemade stainless steel tube with an inflatable rubber cuff, which would hold fluid in the uterine horn and allow it to backflow through the tube, where embryos could be collected in a dish. This tool was used on more than 1,000 flushes before the Foley catheter became the industry standard. When urban sprawl began to encroach on their original farm, Bob and Kay made the decision to relocate to their current location, the previous home of Carousel Farms, where they have been since 2006. This move has allowed them to more than double their herd size. Today, they are milking around 140 cows at Millermore, housed in 2 tie stall barns. The farm has several box stalls and pens with pasture access to house special needs cattle and to showcase some of their elite individuals. Their current BAA of 110.3 on over 100 cows ranks them in the top 200 in the nation, and on their last classification they had 48 excellent, 54 very good, and 15 good plus. Aside from his accomplishments as a breeder and dairyman, Bob is a devoted husband, father, and grandfather. Bob and Kay are proud of their large family and have successfully instilled a love of registered Holstein genetics in their children and grandchildren. 3 generations of the Miller family are actively involved with the management of the operation on a day-to-day basis, with over 30 family members total spanning 4 generations who enjoy helping them out on the farm throughout the year. The hallmark of the Millermore breeding program are high-scoring, long-lived dairy cows with admirable milk production, a product of the breeding philosophy established by Miller over 50 years ago. Bob's ultimate goal is to breed cows who will classify excellent and produce 200,000 pounds of milk with 4% butterfat, as that is the kind of cow that he believes will make money for any type of dairyman. Quality runs deep at Millermore, and walking through their barn you will see cow after cow that is built to last, with square frames, wide rumps, and outstanding udders with impressive milk production. Just as exciting as seeing the animals themselves is taking a glance at their pedigrees, where you will often find several generations of high-producing, very good and excellent cows. Bob strongly believes in the power of pedigree, and relies heavily on performance of ancestors in combination with genetic values when deciding who will sire the next generation. Last April, the public had a chance to take home their own piece of the legacy at the Millermore 50th anniversary sale. A standing room only crowd joined the family in their celebration, and the sale was a success, averaging $3,925. The Millermore prefix can be found on nearly every continent and has increased the genetic value and quality of the registered Holstein breed all over the world. This international esteem and respect from his peers led to Bob being named a National Dairy Shrine Distinguished Cattle Breeder in 2007. The names of C. Glenridge Citation Roxy and Bob Miller are synonymous, and his success in developing her into a 2-time Queen of the Breed and International Cow of the Year is a legend in itself. Descendants of Roxy have impacted the breed in every facet, producing elite sires, All-Americans, multiple generations of excellent, high lifetime production, and high-profile genetics. Roxy truly is a cow who has had a significant impact on the entire Holstein breed. It was on one of Bob's trips working as a livestock photographer that he came across Roxy at a farm in Western Canada. He fell in love with the cow and knew that she epitomized exactly the kind of cow he wanted to work with. After a couple unsuccessful attempts to buy Roxy, Bob gives his wife full credit for encouraging him to try one more time. A deal was struck, and Bob brought her home to Millimore, where the rest is history. Aside from her previously mentioned accolades, another feat of Roxy's that will be hard to beat is that she is the only excellent 97 4E Holstein cow who is also a third-generation 200,000-pound cow. She was the breed's first cow to have 10 excellent offspring, and in total, she produced 16 excellent daughters and 4 scored very good, with none lower. To date, there are over 500 female descendants of Roxy that are in a direct, unbroken line that have classified excellent, spanning 10 generations. No one-hit wonder, Roxy and her sister Rocket were the All-American Produce of Dam in 1977, 78, and 79, and were later voted the all-time All-American Produce of Dam. While Bob had a hard time letting go of members of this special family, he sold an Elevation daughter, Millimore Roxette, in the 1977 National Holstein Convention sale. She became Canada's first 30-star brood cow and produced many great descendants herself. In fact, she would be the 4th dam behind Scientific Debutante Ray, an excellent 92 Durham who was reserve grand champion at the 2005 International Holstein Show. Debutante Ray is just one of the many household names with Roxy in her pedigree. Others include the prolific bulls Hanover Hill Raider, Comstar Lee, and STBVQ Rubens, just to name a few. Over 30 years later, it's still easy to find Roxy's name listed in the pages of Holstein World, Holstein International, and the Red Bloodlines magazines. Horace Backus affirms this tremendous impact of Roxy, saying, "If Bob had chosen to disperse his herd when the daughters of Roxy filled one side of his barn, it would have been the greatest dispersal in the history of any breed." While Roxy's bloodlines do dominate the herd at Millimore, she isn't their only claim to fame. The Millimore prefix can be found on at least 14 cows that have produced over 40,000 pounds of milk, and at least 23 cows with over 1,500 pounds of fat. With over 2,000 registered Holsteins bearing the Millimore prefix, 194 of them are classified excellent, which is almost 10%. Since 1995, no less than 146 Holsteins that have been nominated All-American have had a Millimore-bred female in their pedigree. Bob has bred 18 gold medal dams and 30 dams of merit, and over the years, Millimore Holsteins has had at least 4 national and 25 state production record leaders. Aside from the Roxys, Bob does have some other farm favorites. They have over 20 members of the Pearl family, with several family members scored excellent, and lifetime production up to 300,000 pounds of milk. This family is known for being moderately sized with solid type, consistent production, and outstanding reproductive efficiency. Another Millimore-bred animal that has been making headlines recently is Millimore Desire Red, who was sold to West Coast Holsteins in April, topping the Red Fest at Crescent Mead sale. She has had a great start in the show ring, being named Honorable Mention Junior Champion in both the black and red and white shows at the Midwest Spring National Holstein Show, and was Junior Champion Red and White Heifer, also winning the Fall Calf class in the black and white show at the Western Spring National Holstein Show. Bob has dedicated his life to the dairy industry at all levels. He has served the Illinois Holstein Association as president and vice president, chairperson of the state sale, publications, membership, and executive committees, and has been a delegate to the National Holstein Convention for several years. He has been a member of both the American and International Embryo Transfer Societies and has served as president of the Illinois PDCA. Traveling both in the U.S. and abroad, Bob has visited 7 different countries, speaking about his breeding philosophies and Holstein cows. Always a strong supporter of youth programs, the Illinois Junior Holstein Association honored Bob with the Youth Service Award in 2002. Holstein Association USA Director and fellow Illinois Holstein breeder Boyd Schaufelberger provides these thoughts, shared by many who have had the privilege of making Bob's acquaintance. Bob's character is beyond reproach. I have never heard his honesty or integrity questioned. He is generous with his time and known for his encouragement of others. Bob is very humble, friendly to everyone, and easy to talk to. His walk is energetic, and his enthusiasm contagious. Aside from Bob's highly esteemed achievements as a Holstein breeder, it is the manner in which he conducts himself which earns him the respect of his peers and truly puts him at another level. Please join us in honoring Robert Miller as Holstein Association USA's 2013 Elite Breeder.